everybody, welcome back. Jiujitsu2000 here today. I'm back with an interesting video for you. I just got a request to do my thoughts on the Holm and Ronda Rousey fight aftermath. So what are my thoughts? Well, before the fight happened, first thing I want to talk about is the weigh-ins and what happened at the weigh-ins. Now, Holm went in there, made weight, everything was cool. And for those of you who don't fight, and those of you who out there that don't wrestle, I don't think you guys understand the significance of how difficult it is for fighters to make weight. I mean, I've seen a lot of things in my past that we did as wrestlers and things that we did as fighters and things that my students do as fighters. Making weight, folks, is not easy. So you're already kind of cranky when you're in that cut and weight mode. And a lot of these professional fighters, they cut a lot of weight to make weight so that they can be at the top of their weight class. Now, so with that being said, they already went into the weigh-ins, and like I said, everybody's already kind of on edge a little bit, and things are difficult, and there's emotions flying, and depending on how hard the cut was and things of that nature, it's a very stressful time. So Holly likes to, when after the weigh-in happens, Holly is very good about, and what she likes to do is she likes to stay real firm at the face-off after the weigh-ins are made, and she likes to stand real firm. And Ronda, from my point of view, and this is just my opinion, everything that I say in this video, folks, is just my opinion. Ronda at the weigh-ins likes to start the fight there. And what I mean by that is she likes to start the psychological edge on her opponents right at the weigh-ins, the day before the fight. Because that opponent will have all night to think about what happened at the weigh-ins and things like that. So Ronda has used this tactic many times on a lot of her opponents, okay? What she did, and she tried to do it with Holly and it didn't work, and I knew it wouldn't work. She made weight and she went at Holly, beeline straight towards her, and Holly, being the humble person that she is, she's not going to be broke mentally. She stood there nice and firm like she likes to. Now, the whole physical altercation thing that happened, that was ridiculous. That was Ronda's doing, in my opinion. Now, from the view of the crowd that was watching the weigh-ins, it appeared to the crowd that Holly hit Ronda. And folks, that is not true. What happened was Holly was very firm in her stance to square off, that's what the weigh-in square off is for, photo ops and things like that. And when Ronda tried to bring her left arm under and pummel under the inside of Holly's arm, so Holly's arm's like right here, and Ronda pummeled under. When Ronda was putting her fist back towards herself, she is why Holly's arm moved. Ronda came under, pummeled under, and when she pulled forward, that made Holly's arm straighten out. It had nowhere to go, and the only reason it went forward is because Holly was being stiff. Ronda created that hitting thing that everybody likes to say that Holly hit her. It didn't happen the way that everybody likes to think. Now, from Dana White's point of view, there was another video out there floating around on YouTube that I saw about that angle, and you can clearly see in that video what I'm talking about right now. I'll try to find that video, and if I can, I'll put a link to it in the description box down below so you guys can go check that out and see what I'm talking about. Now, after the supposed incident happened, Holly stayed cool in her demeanor. She was really cool, like a champion is. She's been on the big stage so many times, this thing, getting into her head ain't going to happen. So when Ronda went over there and it was her turn to talk, I could tell right then and there that she was broke mentally. The things that she said, her demeanor, the way she was kind of attacking Holly, verbally, I could tell right then and there that she was broke mentally. So her little attempt to break Holly didn't work. It actually backfired on her, in my opinion. Now, I have nothing against Ronda. Again, I love her. She's a champion. You guys need to understand that being a champion, and especially being such a dominant champion like Ronda has been, that is an extremely hard thing to do. That's a hard life to live, because every fight that she takes is a top number 1, number 2 contender. She's got a target on her back, and that is a heavy, heavy burden to carry. And she's been knocking people silly and doing good and making it look so impressive because she's a very talented athlete. And so it gets extremely hard to hold the position that she's got, being the champion. There's a big red bar, a target on her back, and people are aiming for her. They are trying to figure out ways to beat her. And the bad thing about being a champion is someone's going to kick your butt one of these days. People study you, they figure you out, and they try and they try and they try, and then sometimes people succeed. It is extremely difficult to have a whole career undefeated. That's a very, very hard thing to do. You must be a special athlete. I knew this fight was coming. In fact, it's kind of funny because when I film videos, sometimes it takes me several takes to get the video out, to get it the way I want it to look. And it's funny because the fight ended with a brutal left high kick to the neck. Now, in one of my videos that didn't air, and I didn't air it because it didn't, I wasn't able to put my words together quite right. But in one of my videos, I actually predicted a left foot head kick knockout by Holly, and that one didn't air. But anyway, I still have the video somewhere. It was pretty crazy. But now let's talk about the aftermath of the fight. It was a brutal knockout, okay? And what really pisses me off is all these fair weather fans out there that love Holly and they love Ronda, and as long as Ronda was doing good, boy, they were, hey Ronda, and Ronda loses one fight, one, to a chick that was an elite athlete. And now everybody turns on Ronda. You know, here I was on Facebook, right? And I'm telling everybody before the event that Holly's going to win, and people are saying, no, Ronda's going to win. 8 out of 10 people before the fight thought Ronda was going to win the fight. And after the fight, it was like 8 out of 10 people deleting their comments, and they were going in and saying, yeah, good job, Holly. And you know, it was funny because I'm looking at all my friends on my friend list, and I'm like, dude, yesterday you said Ronda's going to win. Now you're all for Holly? Wait a minute. People just, they don't get it. And it frustrates me. Another thing that really gets me, and it really makes me sick, is that the amount of backlash that Ronda has gotten from losing this fight. It's like, as long as she's winning in a devastating fashion, they're happy, they love her. But people lose fights. It happens. Everybody loses a fight at some point. For all these internet trolls and all these keyboard warriors to come out of the closet and bash Ronda, that is freaking ridiculous. Ronda is a champion. She is an Olympic athlete. She is a phenomenal athlete. She's been a great representative of the sport. Now, did she deserve a case of humble pie? Yes, in my opinion, she did. I think that after she fought Miesha Tate for the second time, and Miesha tried to shake her hand, and Ronda turned off and just walked away, and she disrespected Miesha, and I thought that was wrong. And when Holly tried to touch gloves before the fight, Ronda turned her back on her and walked away. That is so much disrespect. So, in a way, she got what came to her. But the extra stuff that's coming at her, that's not right for people to be doing that. I still love Ronda. I still love Holly. I hope Ronda has a good recovery. She's out for 6 months. There was a video floating around where her and Travis Brown, her boyfriend, they came into the airport and people just would not leave them alone. This is her life, okay? This is the life that she lives. She wouldn't even show her face. She didn't go to the post-fight press conference. She went to the hospital. Personally, I think she's got maybe a broken jaw or some kind of orbital broken or something that her and Dana and the UFC, I think they're kind of like putting the cover over some things. She wouldn't show her face. She wouldn't go to the office. She's off for 6 months due to a head injury. I don't know, folks. I think there's something kind of being pushed under the rug here. I could be wrong. These are just my opinions, like I mentioned earlier. But I hope Ronda has a speedy recovery. I'd love to see her again. I love her. She's an amazing athlete. Now, she's got a movie that she's going to go film. Now, could she be like Gina Carano? Gina Carano was on fire, and she was winning all these fights, and she had one loss. Well, not on her record completely, but she had one devastating loss to Cyborg. And after that, she started filming movies and just didn't. She was making enough money doing movies and didn't even really have to come back to fighting. So could that be something that Ronda Rousey might do? She's already shooting movies. She was in, what, the third Expendables, and she's going to shoot another movie. And, you know, I'm sure they're paying her good money. And does she really want to get in a cage anymore and get her face knocked in? I don't know. She's having that target on her back is very hard. So she might just kind of float off into the sunset. I don't know. I hope that she comes back if that's what she wants. But anyway, I want to say thanks for watching the video today. I hope that you got some good, useful information. Please feel free to leave comments down below on your thoughts on this fight, the aftermath, the weigh-ins, all those things. And please, if you're one of the people that's out there trolling Ronda Rousey, let her go. Let her be. She's been, you know, she went over there, made the weight, was on the bottom of the earth, all the way down to Australia, making this, traveling and cutting weight. And she walked in the ring and she fought her ass off and she went down on her shield like a champion does. Leave her alone. Stop trolling on her. She's an amazing athlete, and nothing, no comment that you put on the internet's going to ever change that. You're not going to take the cauliflower off of her ear. You're not going to take the knowledge out of her head. Did she need humble pie? Yes, she did. But she don't have to pay for it for the rest of her life. That's just my thoughts. So if you like the content on my channel, please subscribe. I'd love to have you. My apology for getting a little animated because I'm pissed off that people are treating her like shit. It's wrong. It is wrong. This is her life. Thanks for watching. Peace. Bye.